And we've got what should be a great one here between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Houston Texans. It's 3-0 versus 2-1. A good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Herbert going to go to the air right away. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards right off the bat, and a quick first down. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Well, this defense for the Texans, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. It's Eckler again. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I'm going to see this offense try to spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Desmond King back deep. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line. First and 10 now for Mills and the Texans at their own 26. On on play action. Mills. And right away, he lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. To throw, Mills. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. DeAndre Carter back deep. Taken from just outside the 30. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Herbert now. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 36. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Play action. It's Herbert. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
The drive had started well after a punt last time. Now it's slowed down a bit, and let's face it, they don't want to punt the ball in back-to-back series. They want a sustained drive on this one.
On third down, here's Eckler. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. A bold play call there on third down, and they almost picked it up.
They almost got there, as you just noted. Brings up 4th and inches. And you know what I'm a big advocate of if you're going to go for it here, and I think that they should? Quarterback sneak. Pick up the first down, get a fresh set, and then go for the end zone.
And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. They run with a rookie from Florida, Dameon Pierce. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Mills' throw taken in by Collins. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. On 3rd and 1, here's Mills. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. Here comes Carter. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
On 1st down, Justin Herbert. That is caught. It's Williams. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Herbert throwing again. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 20-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
First down catch there by Gerald Everett, who made the move to the Los Angeles Chargers, knowing that they enjoy utilizing their tight ends. Remember Antonio Gates, Hunter Henry? Everett hoping to be next in line at that position to give them big-time performances.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 1. Here's Herbert. That's caught, and it's Eckler again. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. On 1st and 10, Mills. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. The Texans hit 3-0 here in the month of September. And they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Mills now looks to throw on 1st down. He gets this one to Mechie. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd down. Mills. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And this will be a Texans 1st down as good running gets them to about the 44. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves to James. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A 1st down throw for Mills. That's complete. It's Collins. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's 2nd down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
From just shy of midfield, Mills. Right side, complete to Mechie. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Mills on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Howard. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up second down. Pierce now up the middle. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A 5-yard gain there makes it first and goal.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal? Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. They'll run for it with Pierce. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's third and goal at the 1. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So they held him out on second down, and now here's third and goal. They'll try to run with Pierce. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Damian Pierce, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. No return here for Carter, and this will be a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They started on the ground with Eckler, and nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. So the hand got inside the face mask that time. Looked like a pretty easy call.
And it was, and we saw this in their loss last week. Penalties at inopportune times that led to their demise.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they could at least attempt a kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 21. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that earns him a fresh set of downs. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. Hopkins' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
1st and 10, it's Pierce. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
From the 38, Mills. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They go play action. Mills. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Mills. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Mills to Cooks there, and that connection good for a Houston first.
Now how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
First down, Mills. That's complete to Marlon Mack. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Mills. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
On 3rd down, here's Mills. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that will knot us up at 10. So they come away from this opening drive of the 3rd quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job 1, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
The Charger drive about to get going. And their 3-point halftime lead gone now, back to a tie game. But, Charles, I don't imagine that changes too much for this offense.
I would agree. I don't think it changes much at all, whether it's a 3-point lead or a tie game. They know they have their work cut out for them, and they were going to run their offense in the same vein. Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Here's King. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And the Texans will take over. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks, 58 yards. And the Texans have broken the tie. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes it a 17-10 score. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And Carter deciding not to bring this one out. The Charger drive about to get going. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. 59 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Herbert off of play action. Rolling to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. They're going to go toss right side with Eckler. And some room to maneuver. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
Now, back in my old days, before college, I played a little bit of offense. I used to love to pitch the ball to my backs. How about that pitch right on that play?
Yeah, going right. People run to the right more than to the left, don't they, in real life and in video games?
That is true. A lot of offenses constructed to run to the right side of the line of scrimmage. Those big tackles, usually your power blockers.
Escaping the pressure right. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
Herbert on 3rd down now. That one caught by Carter. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. That's into the hands of Eckler. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. This is a counter play. Eckler. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Now it's Herbert. Steps away to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The veteran Jerry Hughes drops the hammer in the backfield. Collins' kick is good. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, fourth quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the air.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to do.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that gives them a 3-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And they have to try and move past that pick 6 because now they're dealing with a fourth quarter deficit. And they need this drive to end in points. Mills throw, take it in there by Cooks.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that will bring up second down. They'll go with Mack here up the middle. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
From the gun, here's Mills.
And that's complete to Cooks. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
From the shotgun, it's Mills. He's got it to Collins, complete.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 23 yards on the play. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Mills' throw completed to Mechie.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll run here with Pierce. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
Once more, it's Pierce.
And he fights his way into the end zone for a Texans touchdown.
Dameon Pierce
with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Texans have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away.
No return here for Carter, and this will be a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted.
And the Texans are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Now that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your...
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick.
And the Chargers are right back in this football game. Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Flush to his right.
This is swung out to Eckler, finding space at the 40.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right. And after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory.
Jalen Petrie coming up to bring him down.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get.
And this is caught. Touchdown, LA.
Mike Williams.
46 yards.
And the Chargers take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. 40 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Mills now. Mechie has it on the slant. And he'll be taken down with a first down as they get about 14 out of that one, and we go to the 2-minute warning.
They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
Here's Mills.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Mills looking to throw it. Over the middle, that's caught by Mechie. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Nice, well-coached, a team that understands what's going on. They still have time to work the middle of the field as they just did there.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down.
Now Mills. On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr.
20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
And they will take a knee here. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime.